These are the 7 most important teachings that Marcus Aurelius left us, one of the most revered Roman emperors and a leading voice in Stoicism. In his book, Meditations, Marcus shares timeless wisdom on living a virtuous and fulfilling life. Join me as we explore 7 key Stoic ideas from his writings that can guide us toward a more balanced and contented life. 1. Focus on what you can control. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength. Meditations, Book 4, Chapter 7. One of the central tenets of Stoicism is recognizing what we can control and accepting what we cannot. Marcus Aurelius reminds us that our true power lies in our thoughts, judgments, and responses to external events. By focusing on our inner world, we can build resilience and maintain serenity in the face of challenges. When we understand that we cannot control other people's actions or the randomness of life, we free ourselves from frustration and stress. This perspective shift is the first step toward a more peaceful existence. 2. Live according to nature. Nature has no evil in it, and it is not possible that it should produce anything bad. Meditations, Book 2, Chapter 17. Stoicism emphasizes living in harmony with nature and the universe. Marcus encourages us to recognize that everything in the world, including ourselves, is part of a larger natural order. When we align our actions and thoughts with this understanding, we can find peace. This principle encourages us to embrace change, accept the cycles of life, and work with, rather than against, the flow of events. By doing so, we become more adaptable and open to new opportunities. 3. Practice virtue and integrity. If it is not right, do not do it. If it is not true, do not say it. Meditations, Book 12, Chapter 17. For Marcus Aurelius, virtue is the cornerstone of a good life. This principle teaches us to act with integrity, honesty, and courage in all aspects of life. When we live according to our values and moral compass, we create a solid foundation for happiness. By practicing virtue, we build trust with others and foster a sense of inner harmony. This idea calls us to be mindful of our actions and words, ensuring they align with what we know to be right. 4. Embrace the present moment. Do not act as if you had 10,000 years to throw away. Death stands at your elbow. Be good for something while you live, and it is in your power. Meditations, Book 4, Chapter 17. Marcus Aurelius reminds us of the fleeting nature of life. By embracing the present moment and making the most of our time, we can live with a greater sense of urgency and purpose. This Stoic principle encourages us to focus on what we can do right now, rather than dwelling on the past or worrying about the future. When we understand that our time is limited, we can prioritize what truly matters and find joy in everyday experiences. 5. Cultivate emotional resilience. The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. Meditations, Book 5, Chapter 16. Stoicism emphasizes emotional resilience, the ability to remain calm and composed even in challenging situations. Marcus Aurelius teaches us that our thoughts shape our emotions, and by cultivating a mindset of acceptance and rationality, we can avoid destructive feelings like anger and resentment. This principle encourages us to examine our beliefs and assumptions, reframing them in a way that promotes emotional balance. By doing so, we can face adversity with greater strength and poise. 6. Find contentment in simplicity. Very little is needed to make a happy life. It is all within yourself, in your way of thinking. Meditations, Book 4, Chapter 14. Marcus Aurelius highlights the beauty of simplicity. In a world often obsessed with material possessions and external validation, Stoicism encourages us to find contentment in the simple things. By focusing on what we have rather than what we lack, we can cultivate gratitude and reduce stress. This principle reminds us that happiness comes from within and that we can lead fulfilling lives by appreciating the small moments and valuing meaningful connections with others. 7. Practice compassion and empathy. When you arise in the morning, think of what a precious privilege it is to be alive, to breathe, to think, to enjoy, to love. Meditations, Book 5, Chapter 1. Stoicism isn't just about self-control and inner focus, it's also about compassion and empathy. Marcus Aurelius teaches us to recognize our shared humanity and to treat others with kindness and understanding. This principle calls us to act in ways that benefit the greater good and to approach others with a sense of empathy and generosity. By practicing compassion, we create a more harmonious world and enrich our own lives through meaningful relationships. Verse 8, confront fear and face mortality. It is not death that a man should fear, but he should fear never beginning to live. Meditations, Book 7, Chapter 56. Marcus Aurelius urges us to confront our fears, especially the fear of death. By acknowledging the inevitability of mortality, we gain a deeper appreciation for life. This Stoic principle encourages us to live courageously without letting fear prevent us from pursuing meaningful goals. By facing mortality, we can focus on living with purpose, knowing that every moment is precious. This idea aligns with the Stoic practice of memento mori, a reminder to cherish the present and act with intention. 9. Cultivate a sense of purpose. What is not good for the hive is not good for the bee. Meditations, Book 6, Chapter 54. Marcus Aurelius reminds us that we are part of a larger community. This principle encourages us to cultivate a sense of purpose and contribute to the common good. By recognizing that our actions affect others, we can align our goals with the well-being of the broader society. This idea calls us to find meaning in serving others, understanding that our personal growth is intertwined with the growth of those around us. A life with purpose is a life that brings fulfillment and lasting happiness. Stoic philosophy can be a deep and complex field to explore, and sometimes it can be even more challenging to put into practice in our daily lives. But don't worry, we've got you covered. In the video description, you'll find a link to our eBook, where we share 50 Stoic ideas and practical examples on how to apply them to your everyday life. This ebook is designed to help you navigate the core principles of Stoicism and guide you toward becoming your best version. Whether you're seeking inner calm, greater resilience, or a more purposeful approach to life, these ideas can offer a clear and actionable path forward. Check it out and start your journey towards a more stoic, balanced, and fulfilling life.